Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, once again, I'm going to be reviewing yet another film from this collection. Yep, this will be the third movie I'll be reviewing on here. Yeah, there is a total of 4 films here, and I want to review all of them. So yeah, I'm reviewing the third film on here, and this one's called Legend of the Eight Samurai. Yep, once again I'm reviewing another samurai themed movie. But that's okay. I like Japanese movies. Oh yeah, I really do. Yep. Yeah. I'm reviewing this film, and I've actually seen this film with the Amazing Maddie. If you're watching my review, thank you very much for, watch the film with me. And sorry folks that he could not make it into this review because, well, he's doing a secret mission at the moment. He's on a very secret mission. But anyway, in the time being, I just reviewed this film, and of course I'm gonna have to talk about the story. Yeah. So let's begin, shall we? In the film, there are these 8 mysterious questers from the body of this long dead princess that now identify the 8 samurai whom are destined to help this beautiful young princess to overcome a curse on her family, and her son, whom lives in this castle, is protected by many monsters and ghosts. And oh boy, this movie gets really crazy as it goes, folks. The plot pretty much revolves around this princess and her family staying and on the run from their enemies. As she escapes, she is found by somebody, this one person, before being rescued from her pursuers. And I can't really say I did enjoy this film quite a bit. I mean, it's very over the top. It's very over the top. Man, which to me brought it down a little bit. Maybe it's a little too over the top for its own good. There are some ninjas in this movie, as you might expect. And fantasy films had reached a high point of popularity. This was a pretty solid film, and I did quite enjoy it, even though it might be too over the top for its own good. And I do recommend it, even though it's hard to find. It's really difficult to find. I don't think you would find it on a single disc DVD, let alone on a Blu-ray. You're probably going to have to buy it on the collection that I have. But either way, it's worth watching, folks. I did enjoy this film. It's not that bad of a movie, really. I do think some of the acting was a little stiff here and there, but overall the acting was rather decent. And I did like the mixture of action and fantasy thrown into the movie. The music wasn't too bad either. I did like the music. It was well composed, and it did help to make the scenes more intense. There's lots of action in here. I do like the action in here. Even though some of the action may come off too over the top at some points, but still. And the people who made this film seemed like they had a good budget because, a lot of stuff that came in here, a lot of the sets are big. There's a lot of extras in the background. That has to cost a lot of money to make. And this was actually rather a good movie. It may not have the special effects like Transformers or Avatar, James Cameron's Avatar, but still, I'd much rather watch this movie than any of those films. And it's such a shame that these types of movies don't get the recognition that they really deserve, because I actually thought this was a better movie than what's coming out now. I actually really did enjoy this film, and I would recommend it. And it does have that strong sense of fantasy. There's a lot of fantasy elements in here. Yeah, I do like the fantasy mixture into the action in this film, which to me is pretty damn awesome. I really did enjoy this film, folks. I really did. I like female characters in my movies, and that's Another reason I like to play female characters in video games. Another complaint I would have about this film is that the portrayal of the female characters, they really don't do all that much in this film. Which to me saddens me because, like I said, there is a princess in this film, but just because she's a princess does not necessarily mean she can't be active at all. And I know Walt Disney is famous for the whole princess thing, but some of those films are, have princesses being really active. One of my favorite characters is Chun-Li. I know that Amazing Maddie really likes her too, and she is pretty damn cool. And I like to see Kasumi in a movie. Yeah, she's from Dead or Alive. She's a ninja. She's a pretty damn cool ninja in my opinion. And I like to see her in a film. She's really cool. I like her. She has a good story. And yeah, I did buy the new game of Dead or Alive, and I'm choosing her a lot in that game. Because, like I said, I really do like the character. She's a cool ninja, She could have her own ninja film. Have her own standalone adventure or something. And yes, I'm aware of the live action version. Oh, God. That was a fucking awful movie. Kasumi was the lead character in that film, but dear God almighty, it fucking hurted my soul while watching that crap. After watching like half of it, I felt so uneasy. I felt so, jeez Louise. I feel really bad. I know some people are going to be telling me, oh, I'm expecting too much. Try to judge me or something. You know what? Fuck off, okay? I can expect all I want. I do admit that Legend of Eight Samurai was actually a pretty good movie. Despite its flaws, it's not that bad of a movie. It really isn't. Has a solid story, well executed action scenes, decent dialogue, decent acting. It's not all around. It's not that bad of a movie. But still, I still wish that the princess character, I still wish that she was more active. And there is a film titled Lady Ninja Kasumi as well. That had a female character in it, and dear God, that was awful. Oh, God.
所詮くのいちの茜を使ったのは甘かったね。その文書渡してもらおう。
誰が渡すもんか。
仕方がない。力ずくでもいただこう。
Not again. Jesus Christ Almighty, save us all, will you? That was an awful movie. That was definitely, if not one, it's definitely one of the worst, the absolute worst film ever made. Yeah, but still, my point being, folks, I would still like to see, even if, yeah, I'd like to see a samurai movie, a ninja type of movie, where the woman could be the lead character and she actually does a lot more. Instead of being this typical damsel in distress. That's such a cliche. I'm a guy and I'm saying that. But anyway, folks, despite my complaints, I can say that Legend of Eight Samurai is actually worth your time, like I said earlier. I do have it in my collection right here. This is probably the only way you can get your hands on this film. I mean, if you find it on a single disc, you know, good for you. But this was a pretty solid film. It's a solid movie. I actually wouldn't mind watching it again because, like I said, it's not that bad of a movie. I mean, yes, granted, it does have its flaws, but there's some good stuff in it. There's definitely some good stuff in it. Some of the stuff did feel a little rushed, in my opinion, but overall, not bad. The pacing was pretty good. The pacing, the flow of the movie was actually really good. And this film does its best to make itself seem really, really epic, really big. To some degree, it actually succeeds in being this epic action type of movie. In some degrees, it does succeed in that. But overall, the movie's decent. It's a decent film. Overall, folks, I'll give this film, Legend of Eight Samurai, a solid rating of a 6.3 out of 10. It gets a 6.3 out of 10. You know, give this a watch, folks. Give it a watch. Of course, as always, thank you for watching, and take care. See ya. I need some more coffee. Mine got cold. Where's the nearest Starbucks from here?